This podcast is for conversation and educational purposes only. I am not, let me repeat, not a mental health clinician that's allowed to give you medical advice to go do some dumb shit. Yes, I said dumb shit. I do curse to express my individuality, so if that offends you, then please don't motherfucking listen. Now, y'all, enjoy the show. Are you tired of that bullshit? Toxic people in relationships. You may be dealing with a narcissist. Are you dealing with a narcissist who puts you down in every argument? You might be fighting your depression. Trying to figure out the lesson. Damn, what's the lesson? Maybe you're looking for your soul. Where she at? Where he at? But the dating scene ain't looking great. Well, I'm two keys and I'm in town. What's up? I'm gonna help you lay them burdens down. So please enjoy this episode of the Sexy Nurse Chronicles. Happy New Year, 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 happy New Year from the Sexy Nurse Chronicles Mental Health Podcast. Y'all, welcome to the Sexy Nurse Chronicles Mental Health Podcast. I am your creator and host, Nurse Motherfucking Two Keys.
How you doing?
How you doing, babies? How you doing? This is a podcast where we talk about mental health, real life, and everything in between. And we ain't sugarcoating shit. We ain't sugarcoating a damn thing. And that's on what?
Harriet!
Okay. Y'all, if I'm new to you and you're new to me, let me introduce myself. I'm a psychiatric nurse practitioner, a mom of two, a DNP student, a friend, a cousin, an auntie. But most of all, I am a human being. I'm talking about real life, real struggles, and healing. So first, before we get started with this episode, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And for my audio listeners, make sure you follow me, download me so we can keep up. And because we got a lot of episodes in store. And for those who have been following me, I done stepped my game up. And that's on what?
Harriet!
Because y'all are now going to get not episodes every month or every other month. But as I promised, for those who have been following me this long, I am more consistent this year. Y'all is going to get them every two weeks. Yes. You're going to get them every 2 weeks on Sundays. This first one we're going to put on New Year's Eve. Fuck it. Because it's a new year. Yeah. It's a, okay. It's a new year, baby. New season. Thank y'all for who've been following me. So let's get into it. Who is this episode for? Now listen, today's episode is not just for nurses. I say Nurse Two Keys, but now I'm MP Two Keys. It's not just about us. Yeah, I love you, boo. You are seen, but this is for anybody who gives a lot. There's a strong friend, a problem solver, a caregiver, a parent who never ever gets a break. And then y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. The therapist, the teacher, the coach, the manager, or just anyone who gives a lot. This episode is for you. Yes, it is, honey. And let's talk about who those healers are, because some people think it's nurse, it's a doctor, a therapist, a social worker. But no, let me explain. Let me explain. A healer is someone who's the oldest child out of everybody. So you got to fend for your little brothers, sisters. The friend who always listen. When that bitch be like, you won't think something like that. You don't think something like just trauma dumping. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Or the employee that always picks up the slack while you got other lazy ass coworkers over here sleeping, lazy ass coworkers over here on the phone all the time, need you to get up I hate as a I hate it as a nurse. It's easier as a nurse practitioner, but I hate it as a nurse to have to tell somebody how to do their job. Now, bitch, you got attitude, and you gonna be on the phone with your friends or the DON like, how many times you won't think something like that? You won't think something like that? Yeah, but you know what? That's a strong one. That's a healer because somebody got to take control of the situation. Somebody has to manage. When you're a healer, you're a manager. No matter if it's at your home, if it's at your job, you're the person who always absorbs everybody's emotions. Like that little emotion that I just gave one more time. You got to take all that in. Not to mention your own shit you're going through. So you don't need a license to be a healer. You just have a heart that says, I got it. Even when you know you really don't. Honey, let's get some applause for y'all, for us healers. So one issue or one component of the situation is burnout. Let's talk about burnt out from healing everybody else and putting yourself on the back burner. Burnout, you ain't just tired. You're exhausted no matter how much sleep you get. It's just like it's your soul. Your soul is tired. So you know what you got to do.
Cut that bitch off.
You got to cut somebody off. And that's someone.
Harriet!
Okay. I'm trying to tell you. This is what burnout looks like. Dreading things that you used to care about, like going to fucking work. Yeah. At the end, it's like you're feeling numb or you're feeling irritated. Either you're feeling like blah or you're just downright irritated. So you tired, even though you done slept. You dreading things that you don't feel like. Your stomach hurt when you go to work. You feel like I got to go to work and then I got to go find that private bathroom. So it's just like when your guts is telling you something, when you just get real tired, especially when you go to work, you're dreading things, but you used to care about them. You're feeling numb like a zombie, like I said, and you're running on autopilot. Just on autopilot. So you're saying, I'm tired. And that's all you can tell people sometimes. They really be like, how you doing? You say, I'm good. But you really want to say, I'm tired. I'm tired, boss. I'm exhausted. I'm on coffee and fumes. I'm tired. Okay. And burnout is what happens when you keep pushing without checking into yourself. You got to check in, have a check-in. We call it a mental check-in with yourself. And then there's compassion fatigue. Compassion fatigue is different. It's when you still care, but it hurts to care. When you care and then things don't go the way you wanted to go, it hurts to care. You keep on going through that over time after time, then eventually you don't give a fuck. Like, at all. You feel emotionally shut down just to survive. Like, today ain't going on with nobody bullshit. Okay? I'm going, you know what? I'm going to sip my tea, not at work, but we haven't done that yet. That's our little ritual. Sip our tea. Period. And I'm going to mind my business, but you can't do that at work. But we can do that here. But you just want to stay off the radar. Everybody's pain feels heavy, because you're taking in so many emotions. You're an empath. You're taking in people's emotions, and it feels heavy. So just think of me as a psych nurse or a hospice nurse or a psych nurse practitioner or just a regular ass nurse or a regular ass person who has a heart and knows how to put themselves in other people's shoes. their emotions are heavy on you because you feel them, and they weigh you down too. They weigh you down. So you emotionally shut down just to survive. Am I talking to anybody?
Yeah.
Okay. Healers don't burn out because they don't care. They burn out because they do care for too damn long. While it feels like everybody else sees you, got it together, not asking for help, whether it's employee or a family member or a friend or a loved one or the intimate partner. Nobody's offering. And you've been carrying it too fucking long without refueling yourself. See, y'all, you got to refuel. You got to put some gas in you. You gotta, one more time. This is for y'all who's carrying all that weight. Good stuff. Y'all, if you're liking this content, make sure that you download and like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And so, healers, we wear masks. Yes, we do. Because if we really show how the fuck we feel, we be looking like, and y'all do that. Y'all do know that. So the mask, we show up smiling, like we give a fuck. And most of the time we do, that's our personality. We show up smiling. We say, I'm good. When you really want to say, I'm tired than a motherfucker. I'm tired. But you know what? We keep it moving. But underneath, like I said, we're overwhelmed. We're tired. We're holding it together for everybody else in the family, at work, in the friend group, in the church group, in the sorority, in the fraternity, in whatever group that you're in. You're holding it together for everybody. And society rewards that. They call it being resilient, being strong. But strength without rest is damage. Strength without rest, y'all, is damage. Okay? So when it looks like the healer don't heal, when you're not healing, when you running on fumes, it looks like snapping on the people that you really love. You'll be like, pulling away emotionally, losing passion and what you used to love. You could feel empty and don't even know why. You just be like, I don't know why I feel this way, but I do. I can't identify it. It's uncomfortable when I'm in this setting. And I used to be happy in this setting. You don't always notice what's happening either, because you were just so great a year ago, but then things start to trickle down and you don't understand why. Because if anything, you're being gaslighted by your job. You're being gaslit by your relationships in any capacity. And so it's like you're in survival mode. You want to feel normal, but you've lived this way so long. And so this is where we're talking about changing. That's when we're talking about refilling our cup, honey, because our cup runneth dry.
Okay.
I'm just saying. So let's be clear. Self-care is not bubble baths or that massage that you get. Yes, that can seem like self-care physically, but you need self-care emotionally, spiritually, financially, sexually too. You got the self-care. And so self-care, first thing about self-care, like I said, it ain't bubbles and shit and get your nails done, getting your hair cut. It's having boundaries. So when you don't, put boundaries in place, emotionally, physically, sexually, financially, emotionally, all the lilies, you get burnt out, compassion fatigue, and you get your energy depletes quicker when you don't have any boundaries. You say yes to everything. You're squeezing stuff in your schedule you don't even know how to squeeze. So putting boundaries up makes a big difference. That's called self-care. That gets you out of that busy ass schedule you done signed up for. You done overbooked yourself. And rest without guilt. You have permission, especially if you're doing all that you can do. Eventually, you have to take a rest. Yes, I didn't get that all that homework assignment done tonight. I'll break it up. It ain't due until so-and-so if you're organized and got yourself together, gave yourself room. Or I'm just not going to be able to make this appointment or do this extra overtime. I'm not going to be able to do it. And I need to rest. A lot of times I find myself resting and worrying at the same time. When I know that God works it out every single time, I still find myself worrying. And then once the worrying is over and things fall into place like they normally do, now it's back to work when I could have used that time worrying to rest. Give yourself permission to rest. If you are a nurse that worked 12 hours, if you can, you got 2 days to recover. And then if you off 3 days, which that probably ain't normally normal, you can start your day on the regular, just get up, get things done. Because a lot of times I go on 24 hours. Yeah, I still do. In school, and the Psych NP, all that charting, and making sure all my other business, my podcast, my kids, and every other obligation that I got gets tended to. I got a lot going on. So I have to organize myself, use a planner, actually write shit down and trying to keep it all in my mind. And then I make a to-do list. And which one is due first is the one that will be done. And we just check on down the list, making sure that, because there's enough time in the day, you just got to know how to use it. But when it's time to rest, I'm just saying, sis, bro, rest. And here's a big one. Saying no without explaining. I don't know if y'all know this, but no is a whole motherfucking sentence. And that's on what?
Harriet!
Okay. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to learn you something. Don't have to explain. And you know what? Watch out for that over-explaining too. You ain't got to tell everybody all that. There's been I'm working on that. I done got so good to where I'll type all this and I'll look and say, is all this necessary? Do they need to know all this? You know what? Then I go back and erase and I shorten it and I send it. So that's what worked for me. But sometimes no is just no. And people have to be okay with you saying that, and let people be disappointed if they're disappointed, because at the end of the day, you have to choose you first. That's why you running on fumes. You running on fumes, baby. So learn how to say no, have boundaries, rest without guilt, let them be mad, okay? Because you know what? If they don't understand that and they still bring trauma and drama in your life, you know what you got to do.
Cut that bitch off!
And that's on what?
Harriet!
Okay. Y'all, honey, I'm trying to learn you something. So refilling your cup. What this could look like, refilling your cup. It could look like asking for help. Asking for help. The Lord said you have not because you ask not. And so I've learned to put my pride and my ego aside for my sanity, because I'm going to help anybody else if they need help. So look, I'm going to ask for help. And I noticed when you open up your mouth and ask and you see that people do things, when you're used to just doing everything by yourself because everybody's fucking lazy. No, when you get to the point, I need help. I need help. Whether it's your bills, you talking to your family, your friends, who you can depend on, that you just don't want to call out of ego or support. Sometimes you need help, baby. And it's there. Just ask. Well, all they can do is say no. And you remember that. But you'll be surprised how many people will actually jump up to help you.
Okay.
I'm just saying. And then, as ye shall receive, you got to accept the support. You got to accept it. I know you prideful, all up in your emotions and stuff. You just be like by yourself.
I mean, like, you don't think something like that. You don't think something like that.
Yeah. Because you mad, but you're not accepting the help that God sent you. So you better start, honey, getting that help. And then refilling your cup is walking around walking away from what's draining you. You know what I said? You gotta
Cut that bitch off.
I'm telling you. And I'm talking about family. I done been estranged from family. The closest to me. Just for my sanity. Because you got to be real with yourself. Eventually you realize I grew up, I was manipulated. I'm still manipulated. My mama, my daddy, my auntie, my cousin, my sister, my brother, they all up in my relationships. You know, they say something, they're in the middle, which nobody should be in the middle. Sometimes when you got to do what you got to do, you got your own family, you got to...
Cut that bitch off.
Sometimes you had to. Well, it's like, I'm cutting you off, but that don't mean I don't love you. That don't mean I don't care. But it's like, I come first. If you make my heart race when I'm around you, make my stomach turn, my body just don't feel normal. It don't feel excited to see you. It don't feel embracing. It doesn't feel genuine. No matter who it is, you gotta...
Cut that bitch off.
I'm just saying, if you want your sanity. And eventually when you want to start, if you want to start letting people in, because forgiveness does not mean reconnection. I forgive you for myself. I'm going to love you for my long-handed spoon. And that's okay. That's putting up a boundary. And if they love you enough, they'll respect it. They'll respect it. And if not, shit, fuck them. That's all I got to say. And we going to move along. Healing, it don't look pretty. Healing don't feel good. Healing actually hurts. To be honest, healing fucking sucks. But if you don't process it, let your body, your mind process it. If you always push it away, don't want to think about it, it's not gonna go nowhere. But when you want to free your heart, take it in for what it is, understand what it is, understand that you're still a loved one of the Most High, and their actions have nothing to do with your reflection and what you got going on and what God has for you at all. So you're going to have to heal. It's going to hurt. And that's like a drug addict. You're going to have to go through detox. You got medical help, but it's going to hurt. You're going to have to feel it. But when I tell you, baby, when you do, it's some good shit. I'm just trying to tell you, it feels real, real good to be in your loneliness and excited. Have a good fucking time by yourself. Spread like the angels in the snow. The angels in with your legs. Do your legs like that. Fuck them. In your bed, baby.
Harriet!
Honey, ain't nothing like it. I'm telling you. When you enjoy watching movies and rubbing your feet together, eating snacks, don't care if you come, don't care if you don't, really don't want you here. So that feeling of healing, it feels good. I love it. I do it every day if I can. And just be honest with yourself. I think that's the main thing. You got to be honest with yourself. What's wrong? What's going on? So, here's your permission slip. Are y'all ready? Like I said, here's your permission slip. Yeah. You get a permission slip. Let me say this slowly. You are allowed to be tired, be overwhelmed, need support. Take a step back. You don't have to set yourself on fire just to keep everybody motherfucking warm, okay? I'm telling you. And rest It's not laziness. It's not for you to feel bad about, feel guilty about, like I do. I've learned to enjoy my breaks now. Thank God. God is good. But you're allowed to just take a step back. Ask yourself, what do I need right now? And why haven't I given it to myself? This could be a journal prompt. Ask yourself, what do I need right now? Be honest. Just jot it down. Jot out everything you need down. And why you ain't gave it to yourself. And then after that, ask, how can I get it? There you go. You got a game plan. Sit down with that. No judgment. Just honesty. If you are healing, you listening to this, nurse or not, you are seen, honey. You are human. And you deserve healing too. This is Nurse motherfucking Tukis.
How you do?
And goodbye. Make sure you protect your peace, fill your cup, and I'll see you on the next episode.